people, so today what we're going to be doing is another juicy video. Before we start, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. If you're new, my name's Kasper Kozaniowski, originally from Poland. I'm going to keep it nice and quick. I've been training for 7 years now, started at the age of 12. Here's a little quick photo right there. It's going to come up. Juicy! And here's another photo of me at the age of 13. Here's the other photo. Oh my god, gains! Oi, so what I'm going to be doing is, just to help all the young supporters out there, I wish I had this help when I started. If you're under the age of 16, I'm going to give you a 1 month free online coaching. All we need to do, if you're 16, straight away, we're going to start. But if you're under, just parental consent, and let's get in it. So here are my 5 worst mistakes that I did when I started my gym. Boom, let's get it. Bang, so mistake number 1. I thought the dirty bulk was the way. So I was quite lean when I started. Literally 2 years in, I looked like a fucking sumo wrestler. Here's a photo of how I looked after the dirty bulks. Fluffy motherfucker. So I recommend what you want to do is find your maintenance calories, which should be nice and easy. You can do that with tracking your calories from Monday to Sunday, and then look on the scale. If you haven't lost any weight, then that is your maintenance. Or if you've gained, drop them a little bit, try out again. Or you can find a online calculator which will obviously calculate where you're at, but they're not very good. Don't use them. You know. So that's the first one. And yeah, come on. Dirty bulking is not the way. You want to keep it nice and lean, because when obviously you're going to gain a lot more muscle when you're dirty bulking, but when you're obviously doing your cut eventually, which will happen, you don't want to do it right away, especially if you're young. You want to bulk for at least 3-4 years to have that muscle on you, and then you want to start doing the cut. So obviously you can see some muscle there. You know, 1 year of training, you'll gain some, but then in the process of losing weight, you also lose a lot of muscle. It's just normal, you know. If you're on steadies, then you won't lose anything, but we're keeping it natty. Come on, mistake number 1. Let's get into number 2. Right, mistake number 2. Don't think that if you're training for 3 hours, 4 hours a day, you're going to gain more results. I used to be that guy. I used to be in the gym for 3 hours plus. It was absolutely crazy, and I was almost pretty much setting myself back. I was overtraining too much. All you need, hour and a half at the tops. You know, after the first hour of training, you'll realise your sets, you're not putting 100% in. So you're not really giving your body that overload. You're not doing more weight, more reps. You're kind of just there for the fun. You know, I loved it anyway, so I don't regret it because I had a lot of fun. And I still do have a lot of fun. Sometimes I am still at the gym for 2+ hours, but that's me just rambling, chatting to people. As you want to communicate, let's get into mistake number 3. Right, mistake number 3. Mistake number 3 is don't be ego lifting. I was that guy, 13 years old. I remember in my garden trying to do like 150 kilo deadlifts. I obviously didn't do them. I was struggling probably for about 10 seconds, and it just fucks your back up. You know, you don't want to do it. Then in the long run, you're going to be 17, 18, and you're going to feel like an old man. And to be honest, you're not going to get much gains out of it either. So I recommend, especially if you're young, stick to the 10 to 15 rep range. Really nice and controlled. Go nice and slow down. Extend, nice big powerful explosion up. And that's all you need. Let's get it. Right, mistake number 4. This is a big one as well. This is more psychological, but stop comparing yourself to all these people on Instagram, on YouTube. A lot of them are taking substances that enhance their physiques, and because of different sponsorships, they can't admit it. So I really recommend just focus on yourself, and that's how you're going to keep consistent. With me, I'd say about 4 years into training, I was so down. You know, I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong? And we're not looking bad, but I honestly thought I was a skinny motherfucker. So focus on yourself. You're going to smash it. Look at the long run, especially if you're going to keep to that natural route. You know, 10 years down the lane, you are going to look insane. But don't forget, your first year, second, third, that's when you've got the newbie gains. So just in them 2-3 years, you're going to be a bloody monster. Especially if you're 16 and under. And I'm going to give you a custom workout plan, diet plan, and guide you through the process. You're going to be successful. Let's get it to the last one. Boom, boom. Right, and my last mistake is stop thinking that supplements are magic, that you're going to gain something crazy out of them. I have a few mates, and I remember just a few months ago, they had creatine, and they thought they were honestly on some superpowers. Like, that was some mad drug. It didn't really increase, this massive placebo effect. And I was the exact same. I used to have creatine, aminos, whey protein, casein, like 4 different types of protein that I would have at different times. And honestly, they'll help you this much. You know, obviously protein's a big one, because if you can't have your protein goals, let's say if you're younger and you're following your parents, obviously what they're cooking, having a protein shake just to get your protein up, it's excellent. But when you look into all this other stuff, the fat burners, you know, don't even believe in them, the thermogenics, all of that, it is bollocks. You don't want to, you know, just focus on eating what you have at home, having a protein shake if you want it, because it will increase your protein if you need to increase it, and that's it. And pre-workout. If you're, you know, at the age, let's say you're 18, even maybe 17, pushing it, get the pre-workout in. I was a nuts. I started, you know, pre-workout at 16-ish, maybe even 15. But it will give you a boost. If you've got a low day, then get at it. If you don't want to get pre-workout, coffee with honey. Boom! That'll get you juicy. So, guys, I hope you learned something from this. Remember, under 16, get in touch. I'll help you guys out. Like. It'll push the video out there. We're going to try and grow this channel. You know what I mean? Because we are the best channel on YouTube, obviously. So, like, share, and subscribe. And peace.